Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase preview. Let's call it that. Two Team Transport sets, a little unique. This one is from the upcoming set, the upcoming mix that's going to be released very, very soon. But I have a preview model that came from Motul, and this one has just been released via Walmart as part of the Legends Tour. It's the second unique, exclusive Walmart Team Transport set, correlating with the Legends Tour that Hot Wheels does every year in together with Walmart. And I think this is a fantastic set. We're going to have a look at that. Where did I get these? Well, this one I actually bought from Walmart. Orange Track Diecast actually mentioned that it was open. The link was open on Walmart. Was able to go and buy a couple sets. They got shipped to me. We're going to open this one up. Then it sold out. That doesn't mean it's permanently sold out. You just need to pay attention. They kind of, I think, open it up in waves, maybe correlating with each Legends event, which happens on different Saturdays throughout the year. So it's not gone. It's just you just have to know when Walmart's going to list them, and there's a lot of people that are really good about sharing that. So I was able to get that. We're going to open that up. And then the Motul set came from our friends at Motul. They got some samples from Mattel for this amazing set. We'll open this one up to kind of talk about that here shortly. But let's start with the Walmart set. This is the second. This is for 2022. They released the first unique Team Transport set last year, if you remember. In correlation with Legends, we're seeing a theme form with this yellow and black kind of motif, which is fantastic. And there is an ongoing theme too with Chevrolet. I don't know if Chevrolet is I'd have to look at that, if they're a distinct sponsor for Hot Wheels Legends and if we're always going to see Chevrolets, but kind of cool, kind of modern takes on classic cars with the Vet last year. I'll go ahead and put this on the turntable so you can see it. I really like the modern 5-spoke rims that they put on this one. With the kind of modern deco. We've done this casting debuted in Fast and Furious a couple years ago, and I think we've seen it in Team Transport as well, but this was kind of a unique take with the Walmart logo and the yellow and black and obviously the Legends and the number 21. So that was the first set, and this is the second. Let's have a look. Now I can tell you, I know right now the background is the Mattel Design Center. If you go to the Mattel Design Center and you walk up the ramp, which is sitting behind this truck here, you'll see the big Hot Wheels logo, which is out front. It's fantastic. This is an old converted, I think, warehouse or shipping dock station. It's kind of cool. It's really cool inside. But that's what they did. I don't know where the artwork was for the Corvette, but this is cool. It is obviously the custom Chevy Nova and the Horizon hauler. There's the back. A lot of mumbo jumbo to read. But we're going to get right to opening the model. There's your frozen. Let's open it up. All right. Nova is fantastic. Let's just first take a look at the truck. We've seen this a few times. Kind of a classic. Just, it's a Hot Wheels original, meaning it's not a licensed truck, but it has that look, right, from an old classic 50s, 60s era, maybe even 70s era truck. You can just hear it making a lot of noise. It's rumbling up, and it has some cool car on the bed, but that's a nice truck for sure. I like the styling of it. Wish it was licensed, but I like the styling of it. But, you do something like this, then you can put a Chevrolet on top of it. You can put a Ford on top of it. No one's going to get angry, right? So that makes sense. Let's have a look at the Nova. Before we do, this is the third. Actually, this is technically the second, but we have the third release of the Nova up here. This is a kind of a Mark Jones original. They took the classic Nova, the 1970 Nova, and added very modern touches to it. And you can see, in this first one, this was in Boulevard, very modern color combination. You had the deep dish 5-spokes on this one on both the front and back. It's a very modern racing kit, has almost some Japanese vibes to it, almost like a super silhouette vibe to it, which makes this a nice pairing with the Liberty Walk R34, but we'll get to that. So a cool modern take on a classic Nova, which I think is awesome. That's the first version. The second version, the second version is the Team Transport. The third version is one that Mattel sent me to preview for you guys, and I did it in a sneak peek video. It's the same Nova casting, but now instead of a modern kind of color design or a modern, modern color combination or modern deco, this one has the classic Nova deco with the top stripes and the very cool kind of, kind of light moss green, maybe. Love the deep dish 6-spokes on this one. And so it's like the classic deco on a very modern take on a classic car. So back and forth and back and forth. So that's a very cool one. I think that one is coming in Boulevard shortly, obviously, because we did the sneak peek. And then this is the in-between version that's just out. Also very clean. I like that it has the black grille, the black bumper, everything, all the black trim. This one also has the 6 spokes, but this time the chrome lipped 6 spokes, black spokes in the on the deep dish, which looks really, really cool. This is a very, very clean version, and I like that they're doing them like this, not too crazy. It has kind of like, you could say that that racing deco is a bit classic on a very modern car as well. It's just a really interesting take on this casting. So there you go. There are the 3 versions of the Nova so far, and I think they're pretty cool. So we're going to move that one back here. We're going to move this one right here. We're going to make a nice little setup for these two. And speaking of cool silhouette kits, let's get to this one. Like I said, this is in the upcoming mix. There's the back. This is what's coming. So as soon as I get the set, we'll just revisit the Motul again, but we're going to look at the shell set and then the very cool Plymouth Cuda, like the kind of an update on the snake and mongoose, right? I think that's the snake, yeah. We'll get to those once they come out, once we get them here in the U.S. But let's look at the set. So this one is cool because this is the LBER 34 Super Silhouette Nissan Skyline, and then the Fleet Street. We just saw this casting debut, right? And considering how popular it is, in fact, we can just get to that right now. It debuted in car culture in the current mix, right? Mountain Drifters. In that, this is the actual Liberty Walk livery. This car was an R34 converted into a Super Silhouette by Liberty Walk, and then Hot Wheels went ahead and recreated it. This is the deco on it. It's the red and black Panda deco on the classic was an R30, right? Super Silhouette, so it's in red and black, black rims, the whole 9. It's just an absolutely fantastic car. It's an absolutely fantastic casting. The response to it has been totally predictable and fantastic because it's just so cool. Makes for such a fantastic Hot Wheel. And then they just upped the ante and made it a chase, and it's an amazing chase too. All the same deco, but just time in straight black like the car culture chases are this year, and with the 5 spokes and the Liberty Walk kind of in like that faded white, almost ghost-like, and then the red roll cage. This may be your model of the year. I would not be surprised if when we do the Lamley Awards, the chase model becomes like the model of the year. But right as you're getting off trying to find those two, now you have a third one to find, and it is the Motul Liberty Walk R34. So we're going to look at this now. What's kind of cool, I know on the background on this one, you notice the Hot Wheels logo here. This is, I think, Liberty Walk's offices, I think, in Japan. You can see by the trees, I think this is in Japan. And they recreated a card back so you could park their car in front of that and turn it into, you know, a life-size Hot Wheels packaged car. No more opening, right? You can actually put it in front of there and make it look. So this is actually in Japan. I believe it's in Japan, and this is shown in the artwork, which is really, really cool. All right, like I said, Motul sent this. Kind of cool to see their logo on this. We're seeing Motul on a few things. Motul's also on the theme of the upcoming Maxima wagon in the basic range, which is awesome. Oh, I cannot wait to open this up. Let's make it pretty here. Okay, let's just take a look at the truck real quick. Advan logo on this is nice. Liberty Walk logo as well. Hot Wheels logo and Motul on the cab. This thing is fantastic. Love that they did the 6-spoke rims on this one, which makes it kind of modernized. This is a great hauler. Very much that has a Japanese hauler vibe to it, which I like. I think it looks fantastic. Just in the black and red, it basically replicates the original silhouette, right? Red top, black bottom. That's awesome. And then let's have a look at the car. So we're going to see, it's going to be interesting to see this thing in the future because it's a Liberty Walk car, so it's always going to have a Liberty Walk themed deco somewhere. But I don't think this is, I think this is where we see Hot Wheels now kind of go in their direction, the direction they want to with different decos. So this is Motul is the main theme here. 10 spokes on this one, which looks nice. The fact that it's in the red and black theme, but also super clean, that's what I hope to see on this one as they go. It'll be really interesting because I imagine we'll see this casting released on a fairly regular basis just because of how popular it is. It'll be interesting the different takes that they take on it. Because this one is super, super clean too, and I love that it's the black 10 spokes with the 3. So now we've got this already, just like that. We have this amazing racing theme. You know, to be perfectly honest, these cars really do go together. The Nova and the Silhouette. It's like taking a classic car, the R34 and 70 Nova, and converting them into very modern racing cars. I think it's fantastic. You guys tell me what you think. Thank you, Motul, for sending that. Thank you, Walmart, for making it available for me to buy it. These are great sets. We'll be obviously talking more Team Transport as we go. There's Edith saying hi. Thanks, everybody. Bye.